All right, what's up, everyone? My name is AJ Writes Crypto. It is Wednesday, June 12th. Come say hello. Just come say hello. I already started it.
Good morning and goodbye.
Jada is on a mission. We are getting a new camera today. The days of the laptop live stream, there might be a handful of laptop live streams. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna do it better. We've been, waiting for the right camera. We kind of took some time to figure out which is the right one. We also needed to be able to travel with it. We're going to Barcelona for the Cipher, the Algorand conference here in a little while. And, we need, it's not like professional to show up with your phone. You know what I mean? Although this is the brand new iPhone with the Max, the 15 Max. The camera on this thing is super sick. You can get anything done with it. But I'm not going to show up to professionally film content with a phone. I'm just not doing it. So we're getting a camera. We're on a mission, and that's what Jay is up to today. So wish her luck, everybody. Wish her luck. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. S-Dog, Brian, Gregory, Blockchain, Blocky, Des Brooks, Crypto, Alex, Mike Kaiser. I read a comment that was pretty crazy. Carter has his crayons and his sharpened and his hearing aid in, like class begin. I like that. This one here, Aussie Ginger Ninja. Hey, all, long time, first time. The only good thing about the night shift is catching AJ live. So I think we got a night shifter from Australia in the house. Hey, man, dude, what's up? It's like basically morning here, but thanks for spending your night shift with me, bro. Much appreciated. Let's learn some stuff. Let's get into it. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. Shout out from Australia. I'd love to go to Australia one day. If I ever go to Australia, maybe I'll reach out. I'll get you some coffee. We'll stay caffeinated, fam. We'll stay caffeinated. Much love, dude. Thanks for being here. That's cool. All right, guys. Did you see that podcast with Lex Friedman and Kevin Spacey? Bruh. I started listening to it and I was like, whoa. I'm not gonna lie. House of Cards. If it's not your one of your favorite shows of all time, it's because you haven't seen it. I mean, Frank Underwood is basically my president. Crazy. I know Kevin's in some deep, but at the same time, he's never been guilty. So there's this divide between so as a person, yeah, he's probably a piece of shit. But as an actor, as an artist, hard to not respect it. Really good podcast. Check it out. That has nothing to do with crypto, but it was on my mind, and I say what's on my mind at all times. So there you go. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Michael. Thanks for being here, bro. This is the new school. We are the new wave. We are the new wave. It's that simple. All right. So in terms of news, there's nothing that crazy other than crypto had a positive response to the numbers coming in. We can and will go over that. If you were in the Telegram group yesterday, I put up a bunch of type ranges for the high volume coins from Phemex, because we're always going to target the coins with the most volume, especially volatile altcoins with the most volume. That right now on Phemex, that's Notcoin, Brett, with BB is a new one. I don't know what BB is, but I put the chart up because it had a lot of volume yesterday. There is a point where we don't care what the project is. We're just trading it. We're trading good setups, period. There's that aspect of it. But then I took a gander at the Cardano chart. And the Cardano chart is kind of where I started getting some ideas about, okay, I think we're probably towards the bottom here. And I think that we might see a turnaround in the next little while. And I was, dead on the money on that call. Let me find the exact chart I used before really quick. Which one was it? Because I clicked out of it. I done goofed. Anyway, I'll just show whatever chart I get at this point because I don't have time to go through them all. That's not the one I want. Kraken, maybe? 2 hour. All right. So, and guys, I do look at, if you look at like an altcoin that's down the list, it doesn't matter as much. But if you look at an altcoin like Solana, like Cardano, like a top up there coin, you can kind of make a decision like, okay, if this is kind of showing confluence that this could be at the local bottom, you could probably make a general statement about other projects too, based off of this chart, considering they all kind of move together. There's not complete correlation, but there is a sense where all crypto sort of moves together. All right. So my point here is, let me get rid of some of these overlays. Shout out to the sponsors really quick. So this isn't the exact chart I use. I can actually pull a picture of the chart that I used for the group. Which one? There it is. There it is. Oh, cancel. One sec. I got stuck because I got stuck on this idea, and I clearly wanted to talk about it, and then I had to pivot because I didn't have it. But I'm talking about it. I'm not gonna not talk about it. All right. So this is just a picture of the chart because I can't find the actual chart. So I had a Gonfan on Cardano from when I did the price prediction. So this isn't an active chart. I can't like interact with this chart. This is the screenshot I used yesterday for the group. And if you look at, first of all, Cardano support resistance at 39.7 at the time. All right. So 39.7, that's pretty far down the hill for Cardano, first of all. Cardano is already back to 44 now. Already back to 44. At the time, it was at 42 when I posted this chart. But as you can see, 39.7 is the support resistance level. But look at how it actually didn't go all the way to that support resistance level. All right. It actually put in a slightly higher low. Structurally, that's good. And secondly, notice how it bounced off the Gonfan. You see how, so I had a Gonfan pulled from the price prediction video. And most of the time, Cardano stays within the 1-1 and the 2-1. And it has fallen from grace a little bit, but it has never really spent much time down here in like the bottom of the Gonfan. And there's this line right here. These kind of act like spider lines a little bit, but I prefer Gonfans over spider lines, mainly because spider lines are just a big hassle to draw. And they make charts really messy. Like I have some charts from like leftover spider lines, but like if I do a chart with spider lines, I'm not going to do anything else on that chart because like you basically have to dedicate an entire chart for spider lines and then you have to move it over. With Gonfans, I feel like you can just flash it on, flash it off, and you're done. So and I've always been big into Gon theory. So there's that. But notice how it bounced perfectly off this 3-1. And I'm saying it kissed this level and continued. And my thesis here is that I would be very, very surprised to see Cardano lose that Gon level. I wish I could pull the chart, but I got to find it, and I'm not going to spend time in the show to do that. And my level was kind of like, I think this is a local bottom. I said that in the Telegram group based off that idea. And since that moment, Cardano has turned around significantly. And we're talking, from the bottom to right here, we're talking, 6% for Cardano. That's a pretty quick move for Cardano. And a lot of things have recovered. And I feel that most recent dip we saw, even if you kind of put it into perspective into Bitcoin, where's my Bitcoin chart? God, I have so many charts pulled up, guys. It's crazy. All right, let's look at like the Bitcoin daily chart before we do anything else. All right. I know this is a little messy, but let me clean up some of the chart graffiti. So what I'm cooking to here is that, Bitcoin has been on quite a roller coaster since we've had all-time highs. We've stayed, essentially above this 56,000 level. Once we got up here, we've stayed up here. All right. My point here is that we could technically go all the way to 56,000. We could actually go to like right here and technically put in a higher low and be structurally safe. All right. But I kind of am thinking that this was just a bump in the road. I think this was just a bump in the road. I'm not big time worried as of right now. I said yesterday, like, this is a volatile time to trade. Anytime you're trading around like FOMC type news, it's going to be bouncy. It's going to be kind of all over the place, but really like Bitcoin holds 56 good. But when Bitcoin fell down, guys, like we didn't even get down here. Like we didn't even come to the 60-ish level. And guys, to be fair, look at, all right, we put in all-time high, right? Put in all-time high. We came to 61, back to 72, down to 57, 56. All right. And then from there, we 71, and right as of right now, we've held this level. If you look at this touch right here, and that was on May 19th. All right. And now here today and yesterday, we actually put in a slightly higher low. This didn't come down. Like structurally speaking, where we bounced was a damn good place to bounce. Like in all, like we, so I would say that even if you kind of ignore the high or low idea and just look at this support resistance level, that level is at exactly 65.9. I would say as long as we're holding 65.9, I'm not that concerned. We lose this level, like I said yesterday, we're talking about some shorts. We're talking about some shorts for real, because look at the gap. Because we've kind of been in this box of chop here, and there is a volume gap that comes to here, and if we come through this level, we're going through the volume gap, and we'll probably find ourselves at 60,000, 62,000 between there. So the fact that we held where we held, guys, I'm optimistic. All right. So I did want to say that. I did want to kind of start the show off with letting you know where I'm at, and we can kind of go from there. JC, what the heck is a spider line? That's funny. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but basically it's like Crypto Face is the OG of spider lines, man. So essentially what you do is, instead of I run like I'm a proponent of horizontal support resistance, but the thing is that it's not the whole game plan. It's also based off of volume profiles. It's kind of based off of local support resistance levels, the confluence between the oscillators. It's not just okay, it hit this level, go. That's not it. It seems like it, but it's not totally it. But a spider line is essentially when you take like this, right, and you pull from like every angle I'm just kind of drawing lines at this point, but you pull it from like every angle from the bottom that has like a touch somewhere. So it kind of comes out like this crazy looking wild thing like this. I'm not like doing it properly right now. I'm just kind of giving you like a rough estimate, and it ultimately ends up looking like a Gon fan. Okay. But a Gon fan is kind of has more to do with, how do I explain this? There's more lines in spider lines than Gon fans. Gon theory is more for like overarching big, macro time frame type stuff, where spider lines is there's a little bit more to it, and it's actually a big giant headache. So that's kind of like the gist of it. If you want to, maybe on not this Friday. I already have a lesson plan this Friday, but maybe next Friday for the the lesson for it in the members only group. Maybe I will show you guys how to draw spider lines in that group. That'd be cool. Also, so somebody asked about how do you draw a Gon fan. So how you draw a Gon fan is, so you go from the lowest level of from back here. All right, so we can all deduce that you go from the low. All right, so we can deduce that level right there is the low, and then you guys can't see the chart. All right, this level is right here is the low. All right, and then you come over here and you get a trend angle. You put it on that line and you draw a 45-degree angle. All right, 45 degrees, 46, 45. Okay, it was kept going between 44 and 46. And then you come down here, wrong one, and you click Gon fan. All right, and then you put it directly on that line. Bop. All right, and then you line that middle line, which is called the 1-1, up with that 45-degree angle. All right. And now once you have it locked in, it's locked into the chart, because once you move, you'll see the 45-degree angle will move, but it doesn't matter, because if you notice, the Ganfan stays locked in on the price action. And believe it or not, look how perfectly, get rid of the oscillators here, look how perfectly, guys, Bitcoin respected this freaking Ganfan. Look at this, dude. I don't think I've even drawn one on this chart, to be completely honest with you. Where's my brush? So look, we got perfect right here. Look, bounced perfectly right there. Bounced here, lost here, fought here, came up. Dude, like Gone Theory 101 with Bitcoin. And guys, so keep in mind, the 1-1 level, which is this level right here, that's based off the 45-degree angle. That is the most important level in Gone Theory. All right. If there's a chart like this one that bounces and goes off the 1-1, that is like extremely significant. That's a big deal. If a chart loses the 1-1, that's a very big deal. The 1-1, the 45-degree angle, is the most significant level in Gone Theory. Let me get rid of this little local uptrend here. Is it relevant? Hold on. Is it relevant? That is kind of relevant, but I'm going to get rid of it just so it doesn't throw people off. But then look, so Gone Theory perfectly bounced off of these levels, as I mentioned. And guys, look, it actually came up here, fought at this level. Now it's between here and here. So really, like, it could come down here to 62, 61,000 in this range and still be respecting the Ganfan. And really, a Ganfan is overall just like the relationship between time, price action, and angles. William Gone, I believe, 1920s stock guru investor, invented Ganfans and Gone Theory. There's also more to Gone Theory too. There's a lot to Gone Theory. There's Gone Squares, Gone Boxes. I thought there was a Gone Circle somewhere too. But Gone Theory is really interesting stuff. But it's really like all like conventional investing type things. It's not like a crypto native thing. It's not for crypto. It's for all charting, all trading, but and then it is kind of like when you look at Bitcoin, like from here, for instance, the over like 2-day chart, by the way, this little kind of anchor wave, trigger wave, but it's not divergence because this one was actually higher. That is kind of concerning when you really look at large term time frames. But my point here is that you have to trade, you have to read the room and trade the conditions you're in. Read the room and trade the conditions you're in. So what I'm saying is that could the 2-day chart sort of freak me out? Sure. But that doesn't really matter, because the point here is that, we held support resistance. Bounced off of it perfectly, mind you. And, and we're continuing. All right. And until we lose significant levels like that level that we held, like everyone was freaking out, but we still held that level, and that goes to say for a lot of altcoins, so the point is you have to read the room, trade the conditions you're in, and don't worry. You react to the market as it happens. Don't like, what I'm saying is don't make a scalp trade off the weekly chart. That's something I used to give Ben shit for. Ben would find like this insane, like bearish divergence, volume gap profile, bad RSI, MACD crossing, EMA crossing on an 8-hour chart, but he would put in a short-term trade, like a high leverage trade off a large time frame chart. And I'm like, bruh, you don't do that. Like, could you be right in like 4 days? Yeah, you could be right in 4 days, but the 2-minute chart doesn't give a fuck about what the 8-hour chart says. That's what I'm saying. All right, so make sure you keep that in mind. All right, so shout out to everybody, man. We got Ellie in the house, WD40, JC, S Dog, y'all rock. Blake Tyler, appreciate you, fan, appreciate you. And guys, I do have like a more of a educational based stream every Friday at 1:30 p.m. EST. It is kind of attached directly to the Telegram group. If you're not in the Telegram group, guys, come on. Get yourself in the damn group. We've been posting straight killers over there. Been winning trades left and right just about every day. I say I post 6 or 7 days a week. 6 or 7 days a week. Sometimes I'll take Saturday or Sunday off. Lately, it's been Saturdays because I've been streaming Sundays. So, but sometimes I go every day of the week. So, on the weekends, sometimes I take off Saturday, but most weeks I post every day. So, for at least 6 days a week setups, make sure you join my group. It's pretty awesome. People are winning trades every day. And what I'm saying is that the members only live stream on Fridays is aimed at the charts we talk about in that group. So say you're already in the Telegram group, those Friday extra live streams are mandatory because they're like no news, no nonsense, just education, focusing on the charts I'm giving you. If you're not in the Telegram group, still come to those live streams, get the lesson, and then you're going to say, damn, I wish I got that chart on Tuesday because I would have killed this trade if I got this chart when the group did, I would have done well here. That's what has happened a lot. I've actually had a lot of people actually from last week. I think I've had over like 5 or 6 signups for people say, I heard you talk about the group. I kind of ignored it, but then I watched the members only stream and I have to join. And I'm like, hey, totally, man. No problem. No, I don't care how you get there. Find your way there because we're winning a lot of trades. And I'm proud of everybody who's taken the bull run by the horns, making the most of it. It is awesome. And guys, blue collar investor, I've emailed 2 times and haven't got access. Guys, sometimes I don't get straight back on the emails. Y'all got to understand. I have tried to pay people to do that for me, and they can't keep up with it. And in today's day and age, basically, if you want to get something done right, you have to do it yourself. So sometimes I'm a day or 2 behind on the emails. But I even say in the message, please allow 24 to 48 hours for me to get back to you. So be patient. I got you. I have a call at 12:15. After that call, I'm going through my emails. So I got you, blue collar. Don't worry. So all honestly, you feeling bullish? Be blessed, brother. Yes. Right now, I am bullish for sure. I mean, and how could you not be? 2024 H-bar price prediction. I just put the video out 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. Well, blue collar investor, if it's been 3 weeks, your email. So this is what happened. I hired someone to take care of the emails for me when I went to Texas. So they opened some emails and responded to some emails that I don't know about. So if I missed you, send another email and we'll start over. Because if your email has been opened and it's in the scroll of 1,000+ emails, just send another one and we'll start from the top. I'll give you an extra month, blue collar. Just say, hey, it's blue collar investor, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you an extra month. All right. I'm sorry. Are we cool now? All right. Oleg sending super chats in for portfolio ratings. Guys, it's not Tuesday or Thursday. Come on, Oleg. Well, what are you doing? It's not too okay. I'll do yours at the end of the show, but just yours and no one else. Only Oleg's day. No one else. All right. All right. So I do have a couple stories here. I'm going to rip through them. And I do have a handful of charts I'd really like to share with you guys. Bang. All right. MoonPay and PayPal's partnership expands to the EU and UK. That's pretty cool. As you know, MoonPay integrated with PayPal for the US. That is accessibility. My point here, I'm not going in reading this article. I'm not going into the details. It doesn't matter. The message here is accessibility. That now more people, it's going to be that much easier to bring them on chain. These are the little teeny stories. These little teeny tiny stories that add up over time, that give people access to crypto. That's what's up. Greg just purchased the Marker Cipher Grogger 15 code. Hell yeah. I do have a link for Market Cipher down below. And guys, how could you not use Market Cipher? Seriously. Big shout out to all my sponsors, by the way. I got to put my hand there so you can see it. We got Phemex, we got BAZED, we got Market Cipher. I am going to get new overlays. I just have to have them for my contracts and stuff. I'm going to make better ones. Dude, I'm so busy that you guys don't even understand. This past, I look back at my weeks and I go, how did I do that? How did I pull that off? How? I don't know. How did I do it? I got out into crypto to stop working a 9 to 5. And now I just work an 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. job. It never ends. This game doesn't sleep. There's always someone who needs help. There's always someone who wants to be on a space. There's always another video to write. There's always something to do. There is no standing still. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. I'm saying if you want to go full-time crypto, to quit your 9 to 5, that's not like you get to hang out and play video games. That ain't it. You're going to work, fam. Big time. But hey, I enjoy it. I love it. That's the game. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Market cipher is an essential ingredient to my trading strategy. Can you use an RSI, stochastic RSI, MACD to kind of sort of, you could use an RSI has the oscillator. You could overheated, a cold chart, 50 lines, MACD crosses. That's all relevant. And I actually still double check that stuff, the basic technicals, even with having market cipher. But what market cipher has that they don't have is the money flow. And the money flow is seriously like the secret sauce to trading that so many people sleep on. And it works on everything, guys. It's not just crypto. Like this right here is the S&P 500. All right. And let's look at like the 2-hour chart. All right. Of larger time frame stuff for the money flow. All right. And look, as the price was going up, you see the green in the money flow here, green in the money flow. And then look what happened. It's turning around, right? Oh, we're coming down the hill. But look how market cipher gave this away. Anchor wave, trigger wave, bearish divergence. All right. Not only that, there's the bearish divergence that gave it away from the top here. It slowly came green. And where did it start to go red? So it came down in the VWAP. The yellow is the VWAP. All right. It went red right there. Which was right here. So from this point, you could have been into that trade, which was most of the move down. Guys, market cipher is sick. Like it's just it's a cheat code. It's a cheat code is what it is. It especially for large time frame stuff. Do I have a handful of like small time frame strategies, scalp strategies, 12-minute, 5-minute chart stuff? Yeah, I do, but I'm a complete fucking degen. The point here is that especially with beginner traders, I want you to look at the longer time frame, because the first thing I have to do to help a new trader is to kind of smack them out of the short circuit. I need people to focus on long time frame, delayed gratification type ideas, because if you just feed new people quick impulse stuff, they're not going to be able to zoom out and to focus on long time frame stuff. So when I'm talking on charts like this, like I would really like for people to focus on the larger moves at hand. Will, me and professional traders and people that have experience trade this move up, this move down, this move up, this move down? Yes, we will. But I want the beginners to focus on this move down, this move up, if that makes sense. Okay. Also, shout out to the S&P, man. Shout out to the S&P. We talked about this 5331 level, perfectly bounced off this support resistance. We had this kind of overhead resistance here. It had a big open all the way up here. That's why I sometimes look at the ES1 chart, because it doesn't have gaps in it, and it broke out of this triangle. Look at this triangle it was in. You see the gray lines? They're kind of dark. You see those gray lines? Broke up and out and beyond. This is what we want to see with the stock market. Put in massive all-time highs. Amazing stuff. All right. Bitcoin gains as May CPI shows moderate inflation numbers. The consumer price index, also known as the CPI, rises 3.3% year over year, fueling hopes for potential rate cuts. Finally, when the rate cuts going to happen, guys? When the rate cuts? We need those. Bitcoin showed a relative price gain momentum Wednesday following the release of the May CPI data, which showed inflation grew by 3.3% year over year, slightly lower than the 3.4% rate recorded in April. The crypto market reacted positively to the news, and the moderate inflation fueled the hopes of potential interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve in the coming months. Bitcoin gained roughly 2.3% over the past hour of the announcement, with the broader market and the top 20 cryptocurrencies all showing positive movement. Ethereum's also up, Near protocols up, blah, blah, blah. According to the data shared by Barron, released by the Labor Department earlier today, the monthly pace of inflation slowed to 0.1% in May, down from the 0.3% rate seen in April. Core CPI, which includes volatile energy and food prices, also declared to an annual rate of 3.5%, the lowest since April 21. So this is good. The CPI worked out. These are the days where I'm like, thank God. Whew. Because when you have like big, CPI days like this, Jerome Powell speaks today at 2:00, by the way, Eastern Standard Time. These are the days where it could really go bad or it could really go good. And I don't know. Obviously, we don't know if they're going to slash or today. They're probably going to pause today is what I'm thinking. But man, the perfect storm is still brewing in terms of like macro stuff. That's really the point. There's a lot of details there, but the point is the macro storm is fucking brewing. That's what we need. Thank goodness, guys. And like there's details, and then there's the stock market chart all-time high. That's the point. And hopefully Jerome comes out today, 2:00, and says some things we want to hear. I'm optimistic. And guys, this is why. Let's not forget, first of all, the way they calculate inflation, the way they calculate CPI and all that shit, dude. Ben and I did a very deep dive on this about 2 years ago. And that script was one of the hardest scripts I've ever had to write. It took me a long time. Longer than it should have, to be fair. But that was because refused to believe what I found. And what I found was that if they wanted to accurately report this stuff, they could. But they don't. What they're using compared to what they should be using to get to these numbers that you're hearing today, there's so much mathing going on, guys. So much mathing involved. Too much mathing. And so my point here is that, of course, they're going to do everything they can to make sure the numbers look good because it's an election year. Hey, guys, look at all this progress we made. Aren't the numbers good? This is cool. That's what they're doing. I'm not kidding. That's what's happening. So they're going to stroll on out there and tell you the economy's great. We're doing fantastic. I mean, we're $34 trillion in debt, but we're doing great, everyone. We're doing great. And that's the gist. So that is, in terms of kicking the can down the street, consider the can kicked. The can has been kicked all the way down the street, very far. You got to basically walk all the way to the stop sign to get to the can again. That's not good in terms of 10, 20 years down the road. That sucks. But the election is 3 steps away. And that is creating the perfect storm for risk assets, crypto included. And that gives me hope. That makes me feel, okay, this bull market is good. And guys, yesterday I put out this tweet. I may find it really fast. Where's my tweeter? I have so many tabs. I mean, I think we're north of 60 tabs right now, fam. We are north of 60 tabs. All right. Let me pull this over here. All right. Bam. Bam. Oh, wrong one. Bam. So yesterday, I said last time Algo was at this level, it pumped 67% in the next 11 days. VeChain 84% in the next 18 days. The Graph 48% in 20 days. Phantom 52% in 6 days. HBAR 108% in 3 days. And to be fair, there's the BlackRock asterisk there. Nevertheless, the smart money is buying in the red. Nevertheless, the smart money is buying in the red. That is the true of the situation. This was at 4:21 yesterday. Full disclosure, I think I bought $7,000 worth of crypto yesterday, 6,500, right around there. And why not? Why not? Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Because I thought to myself, I did kind of anticipate a shortcoming, but I actually thought it would be worse. And the fact that it held that level that we were talking about, that I told you about before, the fact that Bitcoin was holding that level, I was like, okay, if I put a big DCA in right now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I sell, it's going to be higher than this anyway. That's the point, right? But then I said, that Cardano chart that I gave the Telegram group, that chart made me think, dude, it's going to hold this GON level. And this is representative of all the other altcoins that are going to hold this level. And man, that was a good call. Hopefully this isn't just a pop up in the push down. That would suck. That has crossed my mind, but Bitcoin's holding too strong. The stock market is all-time high. There's too much bullish confluence to feed into that. And that's where I came from. I think I'm already up probably at least 6 to 8% on those buys. The coins that I bought, Jasmy, I bought some HBAR, I bought some Graph, I bought a little bit of VeChain, a little bit of Algorand, and I bought Phemex token PT. And guys, what you call the Phemex token, dude, like it's unreal. Hold on a second. Shout out to my guy James becoming a member of the Grogger gang. He's going to be here for the Friday live stream. Big shout out to James. Thanks for being here, bro. Much appreciated. But guys, let me pull this over for you. Let me get a fresh refresh so we know exactly what's going on. Bitcoin, it went from 66 to 69. That's insane. Bitcoin's fighting 70,000 already. Amazing to see. Things are popping up. All right. But what I'm here to actually show you is the Phemex token, the PT. I actually got to type in Phemex. That's right. Boom. Guys, I could not. It kept going. Dude, oh my God. I started talking about this coin in January, guys. I've been buying Phemex coin since like 70, 80, 75, 85, $1. I've been buying Phemex coin up the hill the entire time. And why not? I've been saying this. And here's the thing. I think people kind of go, when I talk about this coin, because I'm backed by Phemex, because my exclusive exchange sponsorship is with Phemex. And because of that, some people are just like, oh, he's just shilling his coin because that's his exchange. Guys, I don't get shit for talking about PT coin. They don't pay me to talk about PT coin. They said, if you want to talk about it, feel free. But all we care about is the exchange itself, which is completely fair. And then I looked into it. I looked into this coin and what they're doing and how they're doing it. And I have always said that I've liked this project for a long time. And I don't want the huff and puff just because I'm backed by Phemex. Like I said, they don't pay me to talk about this. I talk about this because I really looked into it. And what did I look into? Is what you have to understand. Oh my God, it's up 9%. Dude, this is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And the thing is, here's the thing, is that this coin was launched back in December. Back in December of 23, they launched this coin. And my thing with it was like, okay. And then because you have like, if you get signups for Phemex, okay, you get signups for Phemex, you get a certain percentage of the trading volume. All right. And that's how all exchanges work. Even if you're not sponsored by the exchange, if you go to whatever, how with Coinbase, you get $50 to send this to a friend. It's affiliate marketing. But with Phemex token, if you stake a certain amount of PT for a certain amount of time, you get a larger cut of the money back. Okay. And I looked into it. I wonder how much of the Phemex token is over 85%. Over 85% of the PT coin is staked. And guess what? The average amount of time people stake, most people that staked for 2 years. Most people that staked for 2 years. So will there be a day when the unlock happens and people jump off the ship? Yeah, but that's every project, guys. Every project has early investors, early influencers that get a certain amount of coins, and they have a vesting schedule of when those coins either slowly unlock or unlock all at once. We talk about, the tokenomics all the time. That's a very common thing. But here's the kicker, is that most of these aren't locking for at least another year and a half. You see my point? Like when Bitcoin flash crashed, here, I'll show you the coin. I'll show you the actual chart. Remember how volatile. Look at the Bitcoin the 2-hour chart since the beginning of June. Okay, beginning of June, Bitcoin. Oh, you guys can't see it. 2-hour chart for Bitcoin since the beginning of June went from 67 to 72 down to 66,000 and bounced up, as currently trying to get back into the 70s, which I hope it does. And remember, guys, big support resistance level for Bitcoin is 65,900. It's actually 950. All right, that's it. We don't want to lose that level. That's the level we held. This level, the bounce of this level, is why I'm so bullish. And CryptoFace nailed that trade too. Good for him. I don't trade Bitcoin, but I use it for direction to trade altcoins. Anyway, where was I? So remember, that was the beginning of June for Bitcoin. And remember how much all the altcoins moved. All the altcoins moved wild. Look at Phemex token. Look at this thing. When all the crashes happened, what did it move? 6%? Don't you wish HBAR only fell 6%? Don't you wish Algorand or VeChain or the Graph or Phantom or anything else only fell 6%? Not to mention reclaimed those losses and kept going? And guys, why is this? When the market seems to tank, this thing holds. You know why? Because so much of the supply is staked. It's not going anywhere. It's locked in. That's my point. That's why I've been buying this project like a madman. Like a madman. $1.12. If it goes below $1.12, which is big support resistance, even if you come back here a little bit, yeah, that's a cause for concern. But in the meantime, look at this thing, dude. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Certainly have, got a little bit of bearish divergence playing out. Anchor wave, trigger wave, trigger wave, trigger wave, trigger wave. Yeah, I think there could be a time to momentarily sell and jump back in. Maybe target $1.20, something like that. Maybe. Here, I'm going to set a local support resistance level. I might play the game with some of my PT bag. I would say actually 120 right there. That's my alarm. And alarm. Only once. Okay. Boom. All right, we're strapped in. But guys, that's there we go. There's my rant. That's what makes most projects unregistered securities. Okay, Gary. Chill. Check in the chat. My car broke today when altcoins little pump. Hey, at least the altcoins pumped. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, you get Phemex token on the Phemex exchange, guys. Link down below in the description. Get yourself signed up. Is the best exchange to trade. I mean, I've traded every single leverage exchange there is. I used to be sponsored by BitGet. I was really big into KuCoin. So many in between there that I tried. I even tried to do like the decentralized ones like Apex and stuff like that. And ultimately, I actually found myself trading on Phemex before I even got my Phemex deal, just because it was easy. It's just they have a lot of volume. They always have. It's a rock solid spot. Big shout out to them. All right. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about, and guys, I kept hearing about this story time and time again, and boom. Okay. So Fetch.ai, SingularityNet, Ocean Protocol reschedule token merger for July 15th. And guys, I kept hearing, it's June, it's blue. And then I heard mumbling at the conference. And then I was like, yeah, I don't think it's happening when everyone says it's happening. I know this story is from late yesterday, but I wanted to talk about it just to the audience knows. And guys, I have sold my FET. I have sold my AGIX because this is a big unknown, man. It's a big unknown because no, everyone doesn't know what it's going to look like. But it's not like we really have done this before. This is like some stock market shit going down, and everyone's freaking out. And I feel like, will this project, ASI, I believe, will it be good when it happens? Probably. But I'm not trying to just buy in, blindly hoping it goes well. But so the merger has been rescheduled for July 15th. And guys, in the chat, y'all talking about taxes in the chat. I am never, ever, ever, ever talking about crypto taxes on this show ever again. You know why? Because I did a video about crypto taxes, and I called my guy who does my taxes, who's been doing my taxes forever. And I said, hey, man, what are you doing? I need a little rundown here. Tell me the true. Tell me. And he told me. And that's what we've been doing for years now. And I said it, and everyone was like, blah, and the chat lost their mind, and you're wrong. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, dude, if the IRS comes knocking, I'm going to say, hey, I have a tax guy. He told me what to do. I did that. What do you want from me? And the IRS has never come knocking. And the truth is, the IRS probably isn't going to come knocking to you either. You realize how much money you have to really make for you to even be on the list to possibly get audited? They're not like wasting time on small audits. Like, you got to be making money for the IRS to come knocking on your door. That's fact. Or you just have to be making really stupid mistakes. There's that. But and that's my point, is that, guys, what I do for crypto tax is that I hire a professional, because I'm not a tax professional. I don't want to be a tax professional. And I follow his direction. Instead of doing the monthly chunks, I always opt for the monthly payment, because I can manage that over time. I will never pay a lump sum, because I will make more money with that lump sum and spread it out over time, instead of just basically this. Would you rather pay $20,000 right now, or would you rather pay it $20,000 over the next 3 years, over the next 5 years, or however you decide to break it up? Of course, I'd rather break it up, because that lump sum is going to make me more money. That I'll tell you that much. Other than that, I ain't talking shit about taxes, because even the professionals are wrong, and the chat knows everything, and I'm staying out of it. Okay. Yeah. Mountain Man says, I didn't file taxes for 20 years. I once never heard a peep from them. Well, that's because you're in the mountain, man. Yeah, exactly. That's because you're in a mountain, man. Taxes is a naughty word. That's facts. Yeah, if you have the Visa, the percentage is even higher. I bet so. All right. So I have we have Oleg's portfolio. And make sure this is the only portfolio I'm doing today, so don't even ask. If someone else sends a portfolio in, I'm not doing it. This is not Rate My Portfolio Day, but I'm doing it because Oleg is a G. He's been in this chat forever. And then I have 3 or 4 charts I want to show you guys. So stick around for the charts after this portfolio rating. I do have to run today at probably 12:05. So we've got probably about 9 minutes left. I have a big call. Another one. And guys, make sure, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notification. Make sure you become a member of the channel so you don't miss the Friday, live streams where it's like a educational lesson. I put my glasses on. Professor AJ gives you a lesson about trading crypto. And those live streams are aimed directly at the Telegram group and the setups. We go over the setups that I gave you over the week, explain them, how they won, how they worked, maybe why they didn't work, the anatomy of a trade, the science behind it. All right. We really go deep down into that stuff. And a lot of people really like those streams. I really like doing them too. I'm a big nerd, if you haven't noticed. And if you want to join the Telegram group, guys, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We have been killing trades every day. I'm unbelievably proud of people in that group. I had someone message me just yesterday. AJ, I've never made $100,000 in 1 year before. I've never made $100,000 in 1 year before. And today I hit the number, and it's only June. That person has been in the group for 5-6 weeks now. They started with 35 grand, already at 100. You know who you are. Shout out. Amazing. ajalphagroup@gmail.com. One day at a time, fam. Click it off. Click it off. All right. So Oleg, $148,000 portfolio, looking to 3X. So we got a reasonable man with a significant amount of money, with a reasonable man. We have basically 24% Algorand, 21% XLM, 19% ADA, 18% Shiba, 6% Doge, 5 Matic, 2.5 ETH, a little bit of VeChain, a little bit of Crow, a little bit of Scale. Okay. Well. I don't know about that XLM pick at all. I'm not holding XLM. I mean, I'm always going to say this. Why Ethereum? Unless it's just for gas fees, which is probably not. Why even hold it? Like, why? It serves no purpose. Like, it out of all the picks, it's the one that's least likely to 3X. It probably will, but it's out of all of these, it has the lowest chance of 3Xing. And it serves no purpose to the portfolio, especially when it's surrounded by significant holdings of coins that have pumpamentals. I would rather see that 2.5% in Ethereum in like Mothercoin or Pepe or some like high risk whiff or Brett or Notcoin or Jasmy or something like that. I would not hold XLM, like I said. I don't mind the SHIB and the Doge. You're holding both, but I get it. So basically, it completely. The point here, guys, is that it really comes down to Algorand, XLM, ADA, and SHIB. And we're only looking to 3X. And rate my portfolio. I do talk about distribution. I do talk about coin selection, but mostly it's about the likelihood of you achieving your goal. That is the point of rate my portfolio. And will Algorand 3X from here? Of course it will. Will XLM 3X from here? Yes. Will ADA 3X from here? Yes. Will SHIB 3X from here? Yes. Do I like your distribution? I think it's a little top heavy. And I don't like the details of your coin selection. But besides the point, you're only trying to 3X, and that's what's significant. And all of those coins, in my mind, can 3X, except asterisk next to Ethereum. Probably will, though. Probably will. So with that said, Oleg, I got to give you a good score because you have a reasonable goal. You're getting a good score because of your goal, not because of your distribution and selection. And then that score is going to be a 92 because it's about the likelihood of you achieving your goal. And you have a high likelihood of you achieving your goal. There you go. Good job, Oleg. Sweet. Hey, Crypto Knight said 92. Shout out to Crypto Knight. That's funny. All right. Called it. That's funny. All right. I'm going to show y'all a couple charts here. I'm not going to go too far down this rabbit hole because I do have a call here in about 4 minutes. So, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, become a member, all those things. I got to pick a chart here. All right. I'm going to show Jasmy. A lot of people have been liking trading Jasmy. And I'm going to show Rez because Rez has had, let me get a refresh here on Phemex. I know you guys can't see anything yet. 1 second. Come on, Phemex, load. Actually, maybe I'll show you Brett. Yeah, guys, because look, the most important thing here, everyone, is, someone sent me a message yesterday basically asking, hey, why I put a stop loss in and it went straight through it. Well, first of all, there's your stop loss trigger. So say you want to sell at $12. All right. You want to get out at $12. You're in a short, you got in at 15 and you want to sell at 12. Or how about this? Excuse me. Let me say this better. You got in a long at $10. The chart went to $13 and you moved your stop loss up. So you're win no matter what. You moved your stop loss up to 12. So if your stop loss is at 12, your stop loss trigger should not be at 12. Your stop loss trigger should be slightly above your stop loss. So it triggers. So say your stop loss trigger is at 12.05 and your actual sells at 12. When it hits 12.05, it will trigger your sale at 12 when it hits 12.05. And someone says, oh, well, what about that extra 5 cents? Well, if you set your trigger too close to your stop loss, then you might not get anything. And this is why I always say, chase the charts that have a lot of volume. We don't market sell. We don't market buy. We limit everything and do it a calculated way. All right. So you need, first of all, your trigger and your actual stop loss are never the same. You want your trigger to be a little tiny bit bigger than your stop loss, so it can hit that, it can get that liquidity. It can't take money if it's not there. Okay, that's thing number one. Thing number two is that, guys, we're over here on Phemex and we're looking at the projects that have the most volume. Okay, Solana, BNB, XRP, Pepe, a lot of volume. Brett, a lot of volume. Not BB, Whiff, Swee, Boom, and then we start getting like below 8 million. And you can still do pretty big trades. I'd say 5 million cutoff, 5 million cutoff if for smaller ish trades. But if you're doing large trades, you need to have a high volume coin. And that's why we target coins like Brett, not BB, with Pepe, etc. Shiba. All right. So that's lesson number one. And Rez, where did Rez go? Because Rez had a really high volume day. Okay, Rez has lost a lot of volume in Phemex. Interesting. Well, I still want to show you the chart because it's been on my mind, because there was a day where Rez had a lot of volume. All right, and boom. So it was in this, look at this yellow line. Let me get rid of the EMAs here for a minute. And just note here, guys, this is a 17-minute chart. EMA is very close to crossing here. Very good sign. All right, let me hide the EMAs here. Boom. Notice this yellow downtrend line. Okay. Touch, 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 break. Broke out. All right. Not bad. Not bad. This was given to you guys way up here. It finally broke out. And I always say this with breakouts, if you want to go off the alarm, okay, but sometimes there's a quick rejection or it fakes you out. I prefer to not only break out, but also claim support resistance. Is it taking a little bit out of your trade? Sure. In this choice count, in this case, about 2%. Can you go from quick? I mean, could you put some in from the break of the trend and the rest of the trade in from the support resistance? Yeah, you could. That's a common strategy. But just from support resistance itself, top to bottom, 6%, currently up 3%. This was a trade given to the group. If any of these alarms went off, you nailed that trade. Simple as that. And look where it got rejected. Perfectly off of the next support resistance level, guys. It's just like it's so simple. It's so easy to make so much money in crypto, guys. I'm telling you. Once you understand it and the light bulb goes off in your head, you're going to go, oh shit, I get it now. And that's the day your life changes forever. I want to help all of you have that light bulb go off in your head. But for now, we had this breakout. All right. And now we're going to kind of see where's, we also, if you want to really nitpick this chart, you could find some more support resistance like in here. All right. Like if you wanted to nitpick trade in the range, within the range, you could, or you could have currently range between 14.2 and 13.4. But be careful. The volume has gone down on Rez. Don't put in $10,000 trades at 10x leverage. I would say within the $5,000 range for this project, for the amount of volume there. I would say probably 3 or 5x leverage, smaller leverage at this point, but you probably could. It depends. It could pick up. You never know. Jasmine, we did break out of this ascending broadening. I am bummed about that. Luckily, it has reclaimed that 3.7 support resistance level. That is a very big level in my mind. We need to stay above that. And guys, just like with Rez, except the other way, look where Jasmine bounced. Look where Jasmine bounced off this level. This chart was given to you guys before it even broke down out of this uptrend with all of those levels there. Sometimes these levels work as perfect targets for your trade. Some people ask me, AJ, why don't you post your targets in the trade? Most of the time, guys, I have a rough idea of what my target could be, but most of the time my trades get closed because I'm moving my stop loss into profits. And I do that to give the trade the ability to run. You know what I mean? You know, so like in this case, for instance, like say we lost this level, we went short right here, right? And now we're winning the trade, we're winning the trade, we're winning the trade. So say we put a stop loss like here, all right, like at this point, so it could go. All right. Sure, if we come back here, we get stopped out. Big deal. We ended the trade. But in the event it just went, but we would have given ourselves the ability to still be in that trade. So that's why I don't give exact targets. But generally, if you're in a range like this, like if this thing continues up, I would expect it to slow down around this level. Or just like how it broke through this level, I would expect it to slow down or even turn around at this level. And that's exactly what happened. So it's just a little bit of intuition. And I have never really seen that many traders give perfect targets and be consistent over time. I would rather give you a pragmatic strategy where you move your stop loss up, you're in profits no matter what, and if you get stopped out, you get stopped out. No big deal. A win's a win. You know, a win's a win. So I would rather give you the chance for the trade to run than tell you to get out before it does. That's what I'm saying. All right, but now we're in this, you know, we're back between this range between, if you miss this move, we're back between 3.7 and 3.4. I think I bought my Jasmine last night. I think around 3 or 3.4. Yeah, that makes sense. It was right in here. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Manny, can you take a look at Ethereum? Sure. Then I got to go. I'm already late for this. Oh my God, I'm late for my meeting. Oh, well, they can wait. They can fucking wait. All right. All right. Go to this Cardano chart. Ethereum. ETH. I'm going to do this one quick, though, Manny. All right. So daily chart. Little terrifying, you know. I mean, you do got to consider this like kind of vibe that is, you know, it's kind of right in front of all our faces. That is there, but it doesn't mean it's going to come all the way down. It doesn't guarantee that. It could look how it came over here. It came down a little bit and pop. And generally, what it did was you kind of draw this little doodad here and go long from the breakout trading 101 right there on the Ethereum chart. It doesn't work every time, which is why I will always tell you to combine a breakout with either confluence or the break of a support resistance level. All right. And that is just seriously what has happened here on this chart. So now we have to deduct, all right, all right, so we have a few support resistance levels that yell at me. One of them is here from this bottom, this top right there. All right. And we are holding above that at the moment. All right. There's a few other SR levels if you wanted to get, you know, nifty from floor, ceiling here as well. All right. So you do have these kind of levels to watch. We are on the 2-hour chart now. Damn, I am so late for this meeting. And so we kind of came out here, bounced off of it, but now we're in a spot where appreciate, just like how Bitcoin traded in that range for, you know, days and days and days. Ethereum traded in this range for, you know, over a day, which is a 10% range, which is pretty large. But the point here I'm making is that it's just trying to get back into that range. It's actually a little bit below it. If you look at, you know, this touch, and then how it held above it right here, you know, it kind of danced along that line in those right there. And it is just below that now. So, and I would deduct that there's not much volume here. Look at this. I'm turning the volume on now. Exactly my point. So, the volume, you know, there's not, you know, see how it gapped? There's this big gap here. So in the event Ethereum loses 3,430, we lose this level, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum quickly fall. When you see how quickly Ethereum came up in the chart, that's because there was no volume there to catch it. There was, look at the profile. There's nothing here. So if it lost this level, I would expect Ethereum to also quickly fall. Okay. That's a generalization, but I have to move fast right now. Also, the point of control on the visible read profile is actually 5% above Ethereum's current price action. So given that idea, if you wanted to go long, I mean, I wouldn't suggest going long now because obviously small time frame stuff, it is going to put up a fight. This is support resistance. But in the event we break this level, I wouldn't hate along. I wouldn't hate along there. I wouldn't do it. I don't day trade Ethereum. I like altcoins move faster. This one moves a little slower, and that level is 3657. 3657 3430. There you go. There's those levels. All right, everybody. I'm late for my meeting. I gotta run. I appreciate each and every one of you. Smash the like button on your way out the door. Yeah, double top idea. I said that in the beginning. AJ, rate my 80s dirt bike, a 74 XL 100. Oh, dude, that's a 100. That's a 100 rating for sure. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Smash the likes. Get rich or get wrecked. Talk to you guys later.